as the name says, about a child being abducted. Now, an Amber Alert is an emergency broadcast describing the child and maybe the vehicle that the child got into when they were abducted. Oh, so this is the plot. Then we're going to get into my critiques and what I liked. Okay, the plot is there's two people who meet by accident during an Uber ride. Find out that the car that they in front of them, the car that's driving in front of them, might be a possible suspect in the kidnapping. Follow this car, get information from this car, narrowly escape being part of the kidnapping, goes back to chasing the car, and then eventually rescuing the child by themselves, and then one of them getting shot twice and heading off to the ambulance while the child is reunited with her mother. So let's get to the critique. The critique is number one. It's very unrealistic that an Uber driver and his passenger will be allowed to go over a certain amount of time with a Uber, right? Because they have rates in hours. That's number one. Number two, you practically bribed him to get into the car so he can go see a date, and then promptly abandons that idea to follow this car, um, to get against Uber rules or whatever car service they were using. Um, Two strangers getting involved in a potential kidnapping and put themselves in danger, but they could either not very realistic. The boss of a 911 dispatch company getting involved, like literally leaving his work premise to get involved in the rescuing. Again, unnatural, not following rules, breaking rules. And I understand with movies you need to breach policy, but if he had done it in real life, he would have been probably let go or suspended from his job. Having one 911 operator fielding all these calls for a very generic fucking car, again, unrealistic, unnatural, pulling sources from other counties at the last minute, again, very unnatural, very unrealistic, waiting too long to send out the Amber Alert, again, very unnatural, very unrealistic. Um, yeah, so that's like the main thing that it was very unrealistic in the way it was done. Um, it was a thriller, but it wasn't overly done. So the choice of actors, I'm not upset about. I think they do very well. But if you have seen them before, if you have grown up watching Nickelodeon and Disney, you have seen these two characters are not so very okay. Leaving Hayden Panettiere out, but the first character is very hard to see him in a serious role. Uh, so seeing him in a serious role is a bit knocking me off balance. Hayden Panettiere did a very good job of acting, right? So the acting was good, the editing was good, the production was good. There wasn't so much of a background score. When the background score was available, it was quite good. It was indicative of a thriller movie. The Was there a romantic trope? No. Was there a breaking the law trope? No. They worked in tandem with the police officer. So at first they weren't like sure it was the right cover. When they were absolutely 100% sure it was the right man, they immediately collaborated with police officers, which normally doesn't happen in a thriller. So that trope of like breaking the rules and not collaborating with police officers was not present, and I'm grateful there is no romantic trope. Obviously, the single father, single mother, deadbeat father type of trope was there, but it wasn't really explored as much. It was just dialogue here and there. Um, Her backstory is that she's a stillborn, so there's very much a big theme around children and the endangerment of children and the losing of children. I think, look, it might be cliche, but it does help with the story. It does give a backstory of the characters, it gives them essence, it gives them substance. So in this case, I can't be upset by it. Stupid. I think it's really too much of an overused theme. It could be anything else. Her backstory could be anything else. The mother phoning them and telling them that she can't actually ask them this, but then proceeding to ask them to go in further, like further, to rescue a child, not actually putting her trust in the police officers, which I understand. But asking two random strangers to do that is a bit of kilter. Thanking them, I can understand why they would let her into the dispatch officer's office when you should be at home at a 911 dispatch company is extremely unrealistic. But again, I think it's just to drive the plot. So yes, this is now we can get to my favorite part. There was no filler scenes. It was very to the point. The acting was very natural. There was no theatrics. There was no drama. You felt like you were in the story. Like it was immersive. Um, there was a bit of suspense. There was a bit of thrill together. Especially towards the end when it took so fucking long to break her free from the cage. Because too busy concentrating on him, Bobby trapping them. She getting shocked twice before being rescued. Realistic because you know in normal movies there is like a long delay before the first shot and then he gets killed or arrested. But very realistic in that he walked in and he didn't say anything. There's no monologue of it. Just bang bang bang. I shot it twice and then before he shot the third time the other guy came and shot him. So that part's realistic. Normally there's a monologue and a soliloquy and there's a backstory for the villain. There it wasn't. There was just and the shock value wasn't gory or like really shocking. Like it was shocking, but it was like realistically shocking. The tears were realistic. So that part of the movie I actually really liked. I like the lighting. I like the pace. It wasn't too fast. It was medium paced. Normally it's fast paced or slow paced, and then it's slow paced, and then it builds up to like really the book. So yeah, it was very medium paced, and it was very entertaining. And I personally gonna give Amber Alert 10 out of 10. I'm recommending you watch it if you are a thriller or a suspense writer or someone who likes crime or murderous movies. That's my recommendation. There is no, for my part, the only critique is it was not very natural though. I mean, the acting was natural, but circumstances are unrealistic, right? I don't have anything really bad to say about it, but everything else was okay. It was a good movie. It wasn't top notch, but it was just a really good, entertaining movie. Because like a missing child is done like hundreds of times. Missing people is done hundreds of times. This was just like a straightforward missing person's case. Oh, and one more thing. Norman children aren't found within the first 12 hours of being kidnapped. So in that regard, it did speed up or expedite the recovery process. The recovery process. So I'll okay, let's amend the rating. I'll give it a 8.5 out of 10. If you like Hayden Panettiere, if you like thrillers, if you into medium paced movies, if you want straightforwardness, directness, want natural acting, Amber Alert is your movie. Um, hopefully I can get better with reviews. So yeah, that's what it is. I liked it. I hope you like it too. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment and share and help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize this channel. Thank you and bye bye.